Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it's time for my release and review for the March 2023 Jaded Blossom release. It's amazing. Disclaimer, I did not get the release until yesterday, so that's why these are a little late coming out. Normally I like to have these videos ready, earlier, but like I said, I just got my hands on the stuff. I do live in Canada, and shipping from Jaded Blossom is amazing, but Canada Post isn't necessarily that amazing. So I just got everything yesterday, so bear with me and I will go through a quick release and review. Okay, first of all, we're looking at the Gnome Dies Easter Add Ons 2. Now with this set, you're going to want to have the Gnome Dies leg add-ons because you're going to need these little legs and feet to go with the slippers. And you're going to want either the girl gnome dies or the boy gnome dies, and possibly the Gnome Dies Easter add-ons, just for these, for the options for different hats and the bunny ears. Okay, so quickly, I'm just going to show you what this looks like. Okay, so here is our carrot. Now, if you want to watch me put these together, I do have an assembly video that went up yesterday that you can watch. So here is the little carrot hat, so cute. Okay, this one here was using the old Easter add-ons from last year, and I'm just going to use them as props. So these are the little gnome dies, gnome leg dies that you're going to want so you can use the little bunny slippers, right? And you can use them going straight up, or you can use them going off to the side, right? Like that. You've got a little carrot, you've got a little jelly bean, you've got a little bunny mask. That's so cute. You can switch these out and you can go on for the bunny feet. Like, how cute is that? You've got a super cute little bunny balloon. You've got really cute little bunny glasses. You have a nice little tulip, which would be cute with our what's it called? With these spring add-ons. I didn't show you that, but like, how cute would that be, right? There we go. And last but not least, you have this little tiny carrot, and it's good for decorating, but also great for, there are the Gnome Dies Sweetheart add-ons, and it comes with a little mason jar for the gnome to hold, and this fits perfectly in that mason jar. So that is it for that set there. And next we're going to move on to the Build-A-Booth Easter add-ons. So here we go. So you're going to need the Build-A-Booth Easter add-ons along with the Build-A-Booth die. So I went ahead and I pre-assembled these little booths for you. So super cute, right? And these are the two options. I used Savannah wood grain cardstock in the color Limba, which is basically white wood grain. But how cute is that? Adorable stuff. And if you want to watch me put these together, I'll have a little video at the end, like in this video, towards the end. I will show you how they go together. But, like I said, really easy stuff. Okay, so next we have the adorable Gnome Dies Chick Add Ons. And you're going to need, where did I put my other ones? There we go. Sorry. The Gnome Dies Chick Add Ons, and you're going to want to have either the girl gnome dies or the boy gnome dies to go along with these. And here's what they look like. So super cute, right? So they could be holding little chicks. You can have the little chicks separate. You can have them have this little guy in an egg. You can cut out patterns for this little guy with an egg. So super cute. Really easy to use. And I think just adorable. And like I said, if you want to watch me put these together, I have a gnome assembly video for this one that will be separate, so you can check that out. Okay, so next we're going to go over the brand new stamp set called Easter Tweetings. Here it is. So there's a stamp set called Easter Tweetings. Where did it go? A stamp set. And then there's the Easter Tweetings outline dies that you can get. And I went ahead and I stamped them and cut them all out so you can see how they look on A2 size card fronts. So we've got, I've been thinking about you, Gnome. Happy Easter to my favorite chick. Happy Easter, Gnome. I'm so excited for you. Chirping with my Gnomies. You crack me up. Always be happy, no matter what. Thank you, Chicky. Easter Tweetings. And for an extra special Gnome, and I'm missing one, hold on. And sorry, last but not least, wishing you an excellent Easter. I had to go on a hunt, it was sticking to something. So this is the whole stamp set, Easter Tweetings, and the matching outline dies. So super cute stuff, really handy. Next we have the Carrots for Sale stamp set. And this one is a great sentiment stamp set, but you know that it's meant for the Build-A-Booth die. So it's meant to go in this top little area here in the, or this little sign. I cut out the little sign for you. So you see these little sentiments fit perfectly. But in the meantime, this is an A2 size card front, and we will just go over what they say. So we have chocolate bunnies for sale, Happy Easter, tulips for sale, Easter eggs, carrots for sale, Cottontail Farms, Easter bunny, hugs and kisses, bunny bait, carrot patch, jelly beans for sale, and bunny kisses and Easter wishes. So a super cute stamp set with lots of different sentiments for you to use with your Build-A-Booth die or just on card fronts, right? So that's lots of fun. Okay, what's next? Oh, sorry guys, getting a little distracted. Here is next. So we have our Tulip Stamp Set and the Tulip Outline dies. Now this makes a beautiful tulip, and stay tuned to the end of the video and I will stamp these for you and cut them out. But in the meantime, this is what they turn out looking like. And this is an A2 size card front. So isn't that pretty? So you've got your leaves, and you've got your little separate tulip. So pretty. This one, I made a boo-boo when I was lining up the die, and I'll show you a trick to make sure you cut out with a perfect border like this one. But anyways, that's what it looks like. So cute. And last but not least is the freebie. Now this was only available yesterday and today. So Thursday, what is it here? I'm not even looking at the right month. Let's pull it up for you and I'll tell you exactly. So that is Thursday, Wednesday, March 8th, 2023, and Thursday and Friday. So today it's available, and then that is all. It's the freebie with purchase. So you have to spend $60 pre-shipping and handling and tax. You have to have at least one item in your cart from this new release. And this will be added to your purchase while supplies last. Now, remember, it's only available till the end of the day today, while supplies last. But this is your little Chubby Bunny, and it's cut out already. How cute is that? I just think it's adorable. Perfect for your card. This is an A2 size card front, so look how cute that is. You can make a rainbow of them. Adorable stuff. So that's the Chubby Bunny die. So everyone, stay tuned, and I will put together the Easter Booth add-ons, and I will show you the stamping of the tulip outline die. In the meantime, I just want to mention I did not get my hands on the carrot stencil. It's pretty straightforward. It's a two-piece stencil, you know, one for orange, one for green. I just didn't get my hands on it, but I will use it when I do get my hands on it, and I will show it to you. So that is all for the release. And like I said, thanks for watching, and stay tuned if you'd like to watch me put together the Easter Booth, Build-A-Booth Easter add-ons, and stamp out the Tulip Stamp Set. Hi everyone. Okay, so this is my Build-A-Booth assembly for the Easter add-ons. So I went ahead and I pre-created the two Easter booths. One I used Nouveau, what are they called? Nouveau Jewel Drops for the little nail heads. And the other one I used Little Brads. So I'm just going to show you how I quickly go ahead to put together these two little, Build-A-Booth add-ons. So when it comes to spacing of these little words, eggs and carrots, what I did was I made sure to lift them out of their original little silhouette with a piece of tape. And then I will stick them down onto that white little piece from the Build-A-Booth set. Now this is where I screw up. I left it in because I wanted to show you that I screw up too. This is meant to go on the carrots one, but I accidentally put it on the eggs one. Then I have to lift it up. But anyways, like I said, we all make mistakes, and I'm just sort of showing you a quick assembly of these little Build-A-Booth dies. So it doesn't hit me right away. I start to layer on my little carrots, which were cut out of, so the green cardstock was actually Doodlebug's textured cardstock, along with the orange textured cardstock. And then the gingham, obviously the gingham cardstock is Doodlebug's gingham linen in the rainbow petite prints, the little 6-inch size. So I'm still screwing up here. I'm going to add on the little carrots, but this is basically how you put together these little booths. Now, remember, you don't have to use these on the actual Build-A-Booth dies. You can use these on a card, as a little banner. You could use the sentiments. You could use them just to decorate your card. There's no rules here, but they were made to, decorate your booths. So Jaded Blossom has kind of come up with a bunch of ideas to make new little booths, holiday decorated booths, right? So you can imagine we'll probably see more of these in the future. Lots of fun, right? It's a different way to use, or different way to make card fronts, really. You could use these with your gnomes or just by themselves. They look super cute. And they take up like most of the front of an A2 size card front. So there's how you line up your word. But now I removed that carrots from the other one, and we'll stick it where it belongs on this little carrot booth. Now that I, found my mistake. So I'm using art glitter glue and some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, along with, remember, all my die cutting was done with my Gemini machine as per usual, working on a Stampin' Up! Pad, yada, yada, yada. But isn't that cute? I like to use my reverse tweezers when I'm trying to get something to stick down that's sort of sticking up in the air, right? And basically that's that. So it's very simple to put this together if you don't make any mistakes when you start, right? But I was really in a rush, to be honest. I've said it already, but I got this release a little late. Actually I got it after the hop. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to use these during the release. So that's why you didn't see me using any of the die cuts, even though I was dying to. But, sometimes Canada Post doesn't, play nice. Jaded Blossom's shipping department, I know everybody always, is super thrilled with Jaded Blossom shipping, and they should be. Their shipping department is amazing, and that has nothing to do with why I didn't get them. That is Canada Post, baby. Canada Post. Okay, because I live in Canada, right? So here we are. So I've got the little carrots. Now, the little carrot decorations, I cut it a white, and then I colored with Copic markers, YR15 and YG06. And you can use them to decorate, your little sign. You could use them. There's Gnome Die Sweetheart Add Ons that has a little mason jar. They can fit in the little mason jar, whatever you want to do. So now I'm going to pop up this carrot, and that is going to be the part of the sign that has the $1 on it, right? There we go. So those two, so the orange and the green there on that carrot, that is cut out of Doodlebug's orange and green cardstock. And then this white is cut out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock. So I'm just going to add the $1 to the front. And that is, how cute is that? Like, it is just really, really cute, right? So they do have separate tops and separate carrots that you can cut out. I just cut the banner out of green and then added the orange to it, but you could certainly add the stitched little tops, use the carrots separately. Certainly, there's no rules. I just thought for, to make things a little quicker, I would do it this way. And I'm just adding some highlights with my Secure White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10. Just gives you some nice bold white lines. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate this egg one, and there are little tiny eggs that you can cut out. And like I said, you can use them on your sign, or you could use them in that little mason jar on that Sweetheart, the Gnome Die Sweetheart add-ons. So now I'm going to put together this egg. This is cut out of Doodlebug's cardstock. I just kept the two layers the same. You could use, you know, paper that's, you know, has a little bit more of a contrast if you like, but I didn't want to draw away from the $1 price tag that I'm going to put on it. So there we go. So I'm going to add the $1. That's also cut out of Paper Trank white cardstock. And like I said, I did cut my actual booth out of Savannah wood grain cardstock in Limba. It's just a white wood grain cardstock. You used to be able to get it from cutcardstock.com. I don't notice it on their website anymore. I noticed it for you Americans. I've noticed it on the Amazon.com. So you can check there. But like I said, it's just hard to say where you're going to find it. The other one was that I've used in the past was G-Mint Tyndalo. So it was like a craft colored wood grain. But anyway, any wood grain cardstock would work. So now I'm layering on some patterns. These are some choices that you can make. There we go. And that is with the gingham linen rainbow petite prints from Doodlebug. So I'm just sort of alternating everything. And I think it's super cute. You know, obviously you can cut the full egg and then add the cutout pattern on top of it. I just cut the whole banner out of pink, and then I added the decorations to that. So the pink shows through, but however you want to do it, you can do it. Isn't that cute? So there are the two Build-A-Booth Easter add-ons. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to go ahead and stamp out these new Tulip Stamp Set. It's a beautiful stamp set. I suggest using a MISTI or a stamp positioner because then you can stamp multiple times. You could easily stamp these and color them with Copic markers, but I'm going to show you how the layering stamps work. And remember, this is just right out of the package, so they hadn't been seasoned yet, so that's why I stamp it multiple times. I'm using Ink on 3's blackout ink, which would be good for Copic coloring if you wanted to do that. And I'm just sort of stamping it multiple times. Remember, when a stamp is brand new, it's kind of slick. Once you get ink going on these stamps, they stamp beautifully and solidly. But like I said, these were brand new stamps. So that's why it was kind of, you know, just trying to make sure that everything is, you know, stamping well. And especially when it comes to these solid stamps, remember, they're brand new. They need to be seasoned a bit. I'm lining up these solid stamps with my outline. And I'm going to pick them up with my MISTI. And I'm going to use Altenew inks. Remember, Altenew inks, the nice thing about them is they come in 4 different gradients of the same color. So they work really well with these layering stamps. So, you know, you don't have to use Altenew inks. You can use whatever inks you like. I'm just saying that I really like to use them when I'm doing this kind of ink layering. So I'm going to pull out some different colors here to use. I end up using Frayed Leaf, Forest Glades, and Evergreen for the greens. I use Pinkalicious Raspberry, and then the other one I use Puffy Heart and Purple Wine for the layers. So I'm just going to ink it up, and you'll notice that I stamp it numerous times just to get a nice clear image. Remember that the ink does sort of level out and, you know, even out, but when you first start inking these stamps, remember they're brand new. You want to give them a little seasoning, stamp them multiple times. You could use an eraser on them. You could rub your hand on them. You know, during manufacturing, they do get a little slick. But once you start stamping them with them a few times, you will get nice solid images. And of course, you know, use a stamp positioner like a MISTI. It's your friend. So now I'm layering up the layer for the leaves here. And then I'll add a darker green, which is kind of fun. So this is very simple stamping. You know, you could use these and freehand stamp and you do that watercolor technique where you apply the ink to the surface of the stamp, mist the stamp with a mini mister with a little bit of water, and then stamp on watercolored paper. You'd get a loose watercolor look, which would be a lot of fun with this set. And then you could stamp once it dries, stamp over top of it and heat emboss with like white or gold, which would be really nice. So lots of fun. So I'm just lining up these stamps. And because I was stamping it pink again, I wasn't too concerned that the color was going to transfer to that other tulip because, you know, I'm stamping another pink color on top of it, so it wasn't a big deal. So I'm just going to keep on adding the layers. So this was a beautiful release, I think. Lots of fun. I really enjoyed, you know, playing with all the dies. That was lots of fun. An amazing freebie. Remember to follow the rules with that. It's only available till, you know, Friday, whatever date I told you. What was it? Friday the 10th, 2023, while supplies last. And I think it will go because it's a super cute little chubby bunny. And remember, if you miss out on it, Jaded Blossom does stock their freebies eventually for sale in their store. It takes a few months, so you'll have to keep your eye out for that. Okay, so now I am just going to add another layer to this tulip. I'm stamping on Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. So there we go. You'll notice they do stamp a lot better because I've already stamped with them. So there we go. So pretty. I'm just going to peel it off that little scrapbook.com sticky mat that goes in my Misty. So now I'm going to use the Tulip Outline dies. Now this is where I make my mistake. I don't line it up very well. And you don't want to do this, people. You know, learn from me. What I say is probably best is to cut out the, you know, take a piece of paper, cut out the outline dies, and then you could, you know, stick it over your stamped image and then, you know, pop your die in the relief cut and then run it through. And you'll see I'm going to do that in a minute. So I make sure you always... So this is how I'm lining it up the next time. Use tape. Make sure things are nice. You know, once you've taken the time to, you know, stamp it, you don't want to mess it up. But I would still use this image. See, there you go. And there's my other one that I kind of boo-booed out. You see there, right there. So thank you so much for stopping by. And hopefully we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everyone.